Are you okay if we do some quick word association? I'll name a Bay Area band and you tell me
Sure.
what you think.
Sure.
Exodus.
Fastest band on the planet.
Testament.
Practice what you preach was the sweet spot for me. And I was at, what was that album? Was that not Book of Souls, but I forgot I forgot that record was. I think it was when we
Souls of Black.
Souls of Black, Priest, Megadeth, Testament tour. To me, that was a real coming of age record for them and a period for them. And I will say, I'm impressed with how heavy they are now. In my opinion, they're a band who's gotten better with time.
Death Angel.
Okay. Love Death Angel. In fact, me and Rob just collaborated on a song for the Nick Menza movie soundtrack. And Mark and I have been in Metal Legions together. So all good. My memory of them was me and Dave, Megadeth, I think we were a three-piece. I forget, it doesn't really matter. But we played in the Bay Area. I think we were a three-piece at the time. It was end of November 84. And Death Angel was the opening band. And I remember going out there and their drummer was 11.
I remember Andy Gallion.
11 years. Yes. And I said to Gar, I said, dude, you got to come out here and see this drummer, dude. This guy is killing it, right?
Yeah.
And Gar was just laughing. He's just laughing like, these kids are fucking crazy. Like, what are they thinking, you know?
Didn't they open up for,
For
they
who?
opened up for Metallica. I don't know if it was at Ruthie's or where it was, but it was like the drummer was in grade 6, so he had to get his homework done and open up for Metallica.
Totally. Oh yeah. No, I remember it clearly. Yeah, I mean, literally, the kid was 11 years old. He was playing with Megadeth.
Yeah.
And I think that was their debut show. I think it was their very first show ever. There's a flyer. Me and Mark Ossegata were pinging it back and forth a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think that was their debut show. Was that year.
Yeah, the great band. I'm I'll always be a big fan of thrash and the Bay Area bands as well as the Big Four.
Totally.
Forbidden.
I'm not as familiar with Forbidden. I mean, obviously I know them, I know of them and everything, but that was not a band that for whatever reason I got that familiar with, and that's on me. Shame on me.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Glenn Alvali where he said he auditioned for Megadeth and he totally blew it. Wicked player.
He did. I can't even remember the audition, but I do remember that. But everybody got along great too, and everybody was cool, and there was never any vibes or weird shit. And that was one thing that was cool in the Bay Area because we were all of the thrash thing, whereas like down in LA, it's Slayer, Megadeth. We kind of only became friends with Slayer just because Kerry was in the band, and I think the Slayer guys weren't that happy about that because they thought, shit, the band might break up. So.
Yeah.
And then Dark Angel, Jim from Dark Angel played with us. There was Agent Steel, Abattoir, you know what I mean? So there was a different flavor of that there, whereas in the Bay Area, everybody was full on fucking thrash or die.
Vio-lence.
I'm so glad to see them playing again. Phil Demmel is a dear friend.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him that came back around.
Yeah. And especially Sean was not in good health a few years ago, and it's really nice to see him.
Yeah.
Machine Head.
They are, I remember they opened for us on a tour. I remember at the convention center in Tucson. And I remember we went in, we met the guys, and I guess that was maybe when Logan Mader was playing in the band.
Okay.
And meeting Rob, and I remember we said to him, he said, dude, Deep Purple, Machine Head, awesome name. He said, oh, thank you. And then we said, like Deep Purple. And he's like, huh? Like, Deep Purple, Machine Head, the album. And he didn't know. He didn't have any idea. And at that moment, I realized the young generation coming up did not reference things from what we were growing up. I mean, Deep Purple, was, I guess, a staple, of course, of our generation. But even for me, besides Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple records were not something I listened to. So here I am talking to Rob Flynn, who's much younger than me, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like old man music, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they were great, man, and super heavy, a great vibe. And, part of a new generation, because I think that was on the Cryptic Writings tour. So that would have been either Euthanasia or Cryptic. So mid to late 90s, they really drove, they sailed the flag for that next generation coming up.
I have to say, as a Vio-lence fan, when Phil joined Machine Head, I was just like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Unfortunately, I think the relationship is a bit strained now, but